Now to harness racing, one of Australasia's biggest events, the Hunter Cup at Moonee Valley, has been won by Blossom Lady. We'll pick up the final stages of tonight's race.
1, 2, then Desperate Comment, 15 metres away, Liberty JJ, third quarter winner, 28.7. It's the mare Blossom Lady, a metre in front, Master Musician on the outsiders after her, then Golden Rain, Desperate Comment, but it's the mare still in front, Blossom Lady, from on the outside, Master Musician. Oh, she's a grand old mare, Blossom Lady, and she takes out the AG Hunter Cup. Mighty effort. Blossom Lady wins 2 metres to Master Musician. Third, Golden Rain, close up, Desperate Comment. Great race.
Well, the Golden West is the venue for round 2.
The Prime Television Black Opal Preview.
Stand by. Prime up camera 3.
Be at Canberra, Sunday, the 19th of February, for the Prime Television Black Opal Preview meeting.
Another great night at Moonee Valley with the Hunter Cup. In many ways, as good as the Victoria Cup, may have overshadowed it slightly. I didn't think we'd be saying that, Neil Donny, but this race was every bit as good as the one we had the week before.
Bruce, there were people there, veterans last night, who said that it was the best race they'd ever seen.
Gee, that is a statement, isn't it?
It was a fantastic race. I mean, the excitement in the stands, even though Golden Rain, the local star, didn't win, the excitement from seeing Blossom Lady win it again. She's an adopted Victorian, Blossom Lady.
Well, she won it last year. Let's go to the race, Neil, and see how the veteran said this is the best they've ever seen. Normally veterans say the best race was in 1932 or 33 or 34. Master Musician missed the kick a bit. He was at the back with Blossom Lady, and Golden Rain actually got a very good start, didn't he?
Well, that was the first big surprise. I mean, the three big guns, Golden Rain, Blossom Lady and Master Musician, all off 30 metres. Everyone expected Golden Rain to be the slowest away. In fact, he was the quickest away. Master Musician, who normally pings the gate, and everyone expected he'd be in front of the other two, galloped away. Robert Dunn said later, he said that was the one thing he wasn't worried about, was he missing away, and of course he did. But there they are back in the field, and Golden Rain at this stage, he was the one you wanted to be on.
It's a race over 2 miles. We'll pick up Brian Markovic's call for the next lap, because not too much happened. Sinbad Bay will go around, and then I'll get Neil to explain all the moves, and the first one will come from Golden Rain. But let's go to the call now for another lap of the Hunter Cup.
6 metres to Desperate Comment, 5 metres to Blossom Lady. Master Musician second last out of the straight the first time, and last the rail as you wish. Towards the 2450 they race. Along the back to way they started, and the leader is Adair by 4 metres. Got an edge on the outside, racing second. One out with the trail is Innocent Flight. Park the leader's back is Fella's Ego. Then Butler's Love 4 metres away. 2.5 metres away, Sinbad Bay. Racing 3 back on the outside, and the 10-year-old is off and running now. 2.5 circuits out. Sinbad Bay now pulls out 3 wide. Liberty JJ 6 metres away.
So Neil, here's the first of the moves.
Well, Stephen Dove on Sinbad Bay, he saw Golden Rain was about to come from behind him. I think Stephen Dove's idea was to get around the field first, then take cover off Golden Rain, but the South Australian got an edge who was in the death. I think Steve got there and he said, there's no way I'm handing up, and he was just stuck there. So then Stephen thought, well, I just have to go. And he turns the handlebars down here, and they charge to the bell here, to the winning post rather, with 2 laps to go. And this is where they really start to break it up. This is where they sort out the stage from the players.
So Sinbad Bay leads Golden Edge, who's now got to second. Now Golden Rain is in the green colours with a white cap. 7th, he's about to peel out, and shortly we'll see the Blossom Lady Master Musician moves.
Yeah, now Chris Elford comes now, and Liberty JJ goes in front of him. Not surprisingly, Stephen Dove just lets them both go. Golden Rain gets to the front, and it's at this stage that Blossom Lady and Master Musician both make their moves as well. So this is a long way from home, and this is where the stamina these horses showed was just extraordinary. And I guess it's the experience of the Kiwis at running 2-mile races that really told in the end.
Well, at this stage, Golden Rain's in the same position he ended up in the Victoria Cup. He got to the front earlier in that race, and Blossom Lady's working very hard, isn't she?
Well, this is just her go. I mean, she'd be better suited at 3 miles if they ever ran 3-mile races. She just goes the one pace. When she got to the death here fairly easily off Desperate Comment, and you knew that that the Master would be stuck 3 wide, which he was from here on in, she was the one you wanted to be on. At this stage, I thought that she'd win the race again.
She's remarkable in the fact that she's a mare rare. And in harness racing particularly, more than thoroughbreds, mares have struggled. And when we have had only one winner of the Miracle Mile in the 30 years, we haven't had a mare win an Inter-Dominion for 25 years. Yeah. Australia's best mare, Exceptionally Smooth, won last night. Now, she's a good horse who's won 300,000. She's not in the same class as this mare.
She's never measured up to the very best open class horses, although she ran 4th in the Victoria Cup, was a super run, but had every possible chance.
Couldn't do a job like this, could she?
She couldn't do it this
So this is a mare that has stood out for the last 20 years. We've never had a mare that could mix it with the geldings and the Sangons.
She's the best mare I've ever seen race, Blossom Lady, without any shadow of a doubt. She's won 1.2 million, this horse, and she's a 10-year-old and racing as well, if not better now than she ever has. Now, Golden Rain getting very weary here, not surprisingly. They're in 28.7 down the back, the quarter down the back. Can you believe at the end of 2 miles?
If you love the sport, this gives you goosebumps. I mean, just sitting here and watching
battle here,
it's just magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, 2 great horses settling down, and you can tell they're very tired.
And Neil, for a moment, Golden Rain on the inside looks as if here he's raising another effort.
Chris Alford said he got balanced again in the straight, and he said he's such a try, he just wanted to get to the line, but he just couldn't make it in the end. And Blossom, she just kept going at the same speed. They tore the joint down there last night. The fans just loved it. She is so popular, that horse.
Well, she ran a faster time than she did last year. Is she better at 10 than she was at 9?
Well, she has to be. At times, she's run the fastest times of her career in New Zealand this season, and she ran a record in that race last year, the Hunter Cup, and broke it last night.
Well, a remarkable performance. She's won a New Zealand Cup off a stand for 2 miles, and she's now won 2 Hunter Cups. Now, after the race, you caught up with the driver, Anthony Butt, who drove the horse last year, and you talked about this tremendous victory.
Well, Anthony Butt, history does repeat itself. Can you believe she did it again? She won the Hunter Cup for 2 years running.
No, it's a great effort, Neil. You know, she's a great mare, and I thought she's up against it a bit tonight with Golden Rain and Masked Musician there, but you never underestimate her. You know, she's just a great horse.
I think there's no doubt she's the best mare we've ever seen race here at Moonee Valley, and last year she ran a record and she came out and broke it at 10 years of age.
Yeah, she's just terrific. You know, there's a 5th season now against the very top grade, and you know, she's just done everything now, so what more can you ask?
And now you go home for the Inter-Dominion. Do you think you can really cap off her career and win that too?
Oh, it would be terrific, you know, but, you know, you're up against a great horse at home, BBC, and Chokin, you know, on his home turf, so... But she's, you know, as you know, she gets through the series very well, so she's got to be a big chance again.
She is very special. What about the wash-up for the Inter-Dominion? What's the market now after that race?
Well, Golden Rain, not surprisingly, with Australian bookmakers as favourite. Here he's at 9-2. Then there's a whole bunch of them. BBC, who I believe has just been kept for the Inter-Dominion, missed all the big ones here. Chokin's always a query, in my opinion, at Inter-Dominions. And Victor Supreme there, a horse that we don't know too much about. It was 14-1, as much as 14s about 2 weeks ago. Is now into 5-1. Hasn't raced since the Auckland Cup when she ran a sensational second to Chokin. Early pick for me, she's the one for me.
She's the one.
Yes.
Very briefly, the Derby. Lennon won the Dullard Cup, the old timer. He's going. The Derby last night, remarkable fields. The 3 favourites won the heats. Keep It Up, Blue Eagle and Lake Bid. Who do you think will be favourite for the final next week?
The barrier draw will be so critical. I think you might be right. I think the South Aussie Keep It Up. If he draws the lead, he'll be the one, but if he draws the back line, he could be as much as 6 or 7-1.
And you saw them all last time. Is that horse in New Zealand better than these? That yes. Ilvaloco, whatever he's called?
Ilvacolo.
Is he?
No doubt.
Gee, it's the best group of 3-year-olds I can remember.
Yeah, the depth of the quality of the Derby heats last night was the best I've ever seen.
Well, Neil, catch you during the Inter-Dominion series from Christchurch. Now, after the break, I'll be talking to a bloke who loves a punt, Bill Morty, but he might be having one of the biggest punts of his life in the next week or two. I think he's going to have a press conference on Tuesday about the Kostia Zoo. We'll be ringing him on the phone at Singleton after this break.
Racing. You Wish stood there. Master Musician is mixing his gear. Golden Rain goes away well. Adair leads off the front from Got an Edge, Innocent Flight, Fella's Ego. 20 metres away, Sinbad Bay. He's gone away like a rocket off the 20-metre mark. He'll settle down 5th early in the race. Blossom Lady fairly away. Liberty JJ settles down 6th, about 8 metres away. 6 metres to Butler's Love. 12 metres away, Desperate Comment. Golden Rain on the outside of him. A break of 12 metres to Blossom Lady. 6 metres away, Master Musician. And some 12 metres away, You Wish. Entering the straight now, 3 rounds out, and the leader is Adair by 4 metres. Got an Edge on the outside is leading the outside brigade. A metre back to Fella's Ego. Innocent Flight is 6 metres away, 4th. 8 metres away, Sinbad Bay. 4 metres to Butler's Love on the rail. 2.5 metres away, Liberty JJ. Golden Rain 8 metres away. 6 metres to Desperate Comment. 5 metres to Blossom Lady. Master Musician second last out of the straight the first time, and last the rail as You Wish. Towards the 2450 they race. Along the back to way they started, and the leader is Adair by 4 metres. Got an edge on the outside, racing second. One out with the trail is Innocent Flight. Park the leaders back as Fella's Ego. Then Butler's Love 4 metres away. 2.5 metres away, Sinbad Bay. Racing 3 back on the outside, and the 10-year-old is off and running now. 2.5 circuits out. Sinbad Bay now pulls out 3 wide. Liberty JJ 6 metres away. Biding his time 8 metres away. Golden Rain. Sinbad Bay can't get in. He's posted 3 wide. Got an edge, wouldn't let him work up outside the leader. And Innocent Flight kept up in the centre. 6 metres away, Desperate Comment, followed by Blossom Lady. Second last on the outside. Third last is You Wish, and 5 metres away, Master Musician. 2 rounds out towards the 1900. 30 metres that cover the field. And Adair is the leader. A neck away, Got an edge. Sinbad Bay now given full bore. Has to go on with a job. He'll work to the lead now, 2 rounds out. Sinbad Bay, he's been used up, but he crosses. Got an edge. Adair now third. Innocent Flight fourth without cover. 4 metres away, Fella's Ego, followed by Liberty JJ. I reckon Chris Alford on Golden Rain is getting itchy fingers. He might pull to the outside towards the 1600 metre corner. Yeah, there he goes on the champion now, Golden Rain. Liberty JJ pulls out in front of him though. Then Butler's Love, followed by Desperate Comment now pulling out. And the runs are coming towards the lap and a half mark. Liberty JJ draws up on the outside of Sinbad Bay. Liberty JJ crosses Sinbad Bay. In turn, Golden Rain on the outside is tackling Liberty JJ towards the 1300 metre corner. And Golden Rain now worked to the lead from Liberty JJ. Desperate Comment travelled up into third, placing out 3 wide, followed by Blossom Lady. She's now set alight, followed by Innocent Flight. Master Musician now pulls out 3 wide. He's on the back of Blossom Lady, followed by Butler's Love on the outside of Sinbad Bay. He's now 3 back on the rail. Then Got an edge, 6 metres away, Adair, followed by You Wish. And Fella's Ego is back of the tail. 1,000 metres to go in the 1995 AG Hunter Cup, and Golden Rain the leader. Drawing up on the outside, the mare Blossom Lady. And they're matching strides now, turning out of the straight. Master Musician travelled up to the mount, 3 wide to third. Then Desperate Comment to centre. Liberty JJ on the leader's back, followed by Butler's Love. Pulling out 3 wide to trail Master Musician. Innocent Flight the centre. Sinbad Bay on the rail. Dropping out of it, Got an edge. 15 metres Adair. And 15 metres to Fella's Ego and You Wish. Along the back towards the 450. Lead time in a 29.4. Quarters in a 29.8 and a 29.5. On the top end they race Golden Rain a neck in front of Blossom Lady. Master Musician out 3 wide. Then Desperate Comment fourth. 8 metres away, Butler's Love. As Blossom Lady on the outside went past Golden Rain, 250 metres out. Master Musician on the outside is coming out after Blossom Lady. And the New Zealanders are 1-2. Then Desperate Comment 15 metres away, Liberty JJ. Third quarter in a 28.7. It's the mare Blossom Lady a metre in front. Master Musician on the outside is after her. Then Golden Rain, Desperate Comment. But it's the mare still in front, Blossom Lady. From on the outside, Master Musician. Oh, she's a grand old mare, Blossom Lady. And she takes out the AG Hunter Cup. Mighty effort. Blossom Lady wins 2 metres to Master Musician. Third, Golden Rain. Close up, Desperate Comment. Great race. Well back, Liberty JJ. Then Sinbad Bay, followed by Butler's Love. Got an edge in behind them, followed by Innocent Flight. Then Adair. Well back was You Wish. And last in was Fella's Ego. In new race record time, 2 minutes and 6 tenths.
Double there to pay $18.50. Win and place. Number 12, Blossom Lady, $6.90 for the win. $1.70 the place. Second, 13, Master Musician at $1.60. And third to 14, Golden Rain, $1.20. All set.
On the Super Tab, number 12, Blossom Lady, around $4.40. Go again, $4.20 and $1.15. Number 13, which is Master Musician, $80. And number 14, Golden Rain, 75 cents off Penrith.
Blame It out of the straight. Mr. Ignaro now challenged by Blame